Hi, welcome back to Shitoku Tech. In my previous video exploring portable solar solutions, we got introduced to this inexpensive solar panel kit. I recommend getting at least one with the solar charge controller. You're going to need that, and we'll see it in use here. And then I had 3 others without the charge controller. Let's take a look. So we saw in the previous video these inexpensive solar panels really couldn't move the needle. I had this gargantuan 4-way USB cable charging my solar charged power bank, and I wasn't moving the needle there. And then on the 12-volt side, we were underpowered when it came to charging the Marlboro solar generator. You can see it's blinking like it's charging, but you see here on the meter we're underneath that 13 volts. We only came up to 12.3 volts. So we're a little underpowered there. This is really an indication of the total wattage of these panels in this circumstance. But let's see what did work for me. When we look at the solar charged power bank, it only charges at 200 milliamp hours on the solar panel, and it's a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, so that's going to be charging in the sun for a long time. Here I managed to get the suction cups into the rivets on those solar panels. I had to use my needle nose pliers to pull the suction cups through the rivets, but you can see here I've got my solar charged power bank on the windowsill here, and yeah, when the voltage comes up like this, that means it's fully charged, and we were able to fully charge that power bank using those 4 solar panels in the window. And I'm using my TTGO T-Display Voltmeter to monitor it as well. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Yeah, there's those panels. I have them on the inside of the window so they stay cool enough. If you get them too hot, then the voltage drops. It still wasn't enough juice to charge the Marlboro solar generator. I left it like this for about 4 hours and it didn't change from 70%. You can see we're under voltage here, not making that 13 volts. But here's the setup. Again, those 4 solar panels in the window, and the TTGO T-Display is showing us the voltage has come back up, and we're plugged into the USB port on that charge controller, and I was able to fully charge my Samsung Galaxy S20. Here's all of the devices that I charged this week. I charged a couple of smartphones, this 2-in-1 tablet, these 2 Bluetooth portable speakers, a bunch of little power banks, this portable photography light here, and of course the 2 solar charged power banks as well. So I feel like that was pretty good. It was a pretty good week being able to charge all that. Yes, and what really helped me was having this TTGO T-Display Voltmeter. Here I am calibrating it against another voltmeter. I have it hooked up to one of those 18 volt solar panels, and I'm sitting out on the porch there calibrating it. But of course what's really cool about the TTGO T-Display is it's got Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can see I got those pretty closely calibrated, but with the TTGO T-Display I go ahead and connect it up to the Qubitro IoT Platform, and I can monitor that voltage remotely, which gives me the ability to know when to plug one of these devices in, and that was how I was able to charge all of these so efficiently. So let's go take a look at that. So as we saw, I was able to charge a lot of devices over the course of a week by monitoring it remotely, and I mashed up my code from the TTGO voltmeter here with the code here from the Qubitro platform documentation page, going to the ESP32 section, and they have the Arduino code you need to connect to the Qubitro IoT platform. And of course I mashed that up with my voltmeter code, and then here I was monitoring my solar panels in the Qubitro IoT platform so I could watch what was happening remotely. Here I have one project, Shitoku Tech Telemetry, and you can have up to 2 devices under the starter plan, which is free. I have rocket telemetry, and we see you can have multiple sensors connected to that single device. That doesn't appear to have a limit under this plan. Then we look at the solar panel here, and we can see we have concurrent data coming in. You click on the analytics here, and I've already added a chart. This is showing me all of the voltage levels monitored throughout the last 30 days. I'm going to go ahead and expand this out. I want to show you the time period where I was charging those two solar charged power banks. Yeah, that happened over July 19th and 20th here. So let's drill down there. I like the convenience of the Qubitro IoT platform. I can just add charts of various types and drill down into the data here. Of course, there's integration with other IoT platforms as well. So Qubitro IoT platform is definitely worth a look. So here's July 20th. Yeah, I reset the TTGO T-Display at 7 a.m. and it reached full voltage here at about almost 8 o'clock. So I threw on one of the power banks. I don't know if this was the power bank here. That was too short. I threw something on here and it charged for a couple of hours. And then you see the voltage come back up. So I know the charge was done. So it's like I hustled out there and I hooked up the other solar charged power bank and it charged for the remainder of the day. You can see here at 6:33 the T-display dropped off because the solar panels weren't even providing enough power for the T-display. So here I am at 7 a.m. on the 20th. I reset the TTGO T-display. It connects up. We hit that 18 volts and I throw the other solar charged power bank on there. See the voltage drop right down. And then looks like about 3 hours later, 4 hours later, you see the voltage come back up. And these other little dips were all those other little power bank connected there. It helped me a lot to use the Qubitro IoT platform to monitor the power output from the solar panels so that I could efficiently charge all of my power banks and my small electronic devices. Of course, look for the link in the description down below. I'll give you the mashup code of my TTGO voltmeter and the ESP32 code from the Qubitro platform documentation page. That'll be on my GitHub site. Leave a comment down below if you think that this is a useful scenario for you, having some of these solar panels inside your window connected to the charge controllers to charge up all of your power banks and small electronic devices. Of course, give this video a like. And before you go watch more videos on the Shitoku Tech channel, please click on subscribe. Thank you very much.